All right. But on the lesson in regards to my rational numbers in Form 3. In this topic, we will only be expressing surds in their simplest forms. That is according to syllabus ya Form 3 and Form 4. Let us see what the modern. Right. I will simplify the following surds. Then you remember in the previous video, Timapanga introduced my rules when it comes to simplification of surds. In this video, we are simply going to be using those rules. Yes. And as you can see, I will simplify the square root of 12. I'll simplify the square root of 12. Simplification ya dawa they would first of all depends on factors at 12. My factors at 12 tilindijani. We have something like this. 12 tilindi 2 times 2 times 3. When you come up with this in order of factor 4, 2 times 2 and 4 times 3, you get 12. Or 3 times 2, 6 times 2, you get 12. Yeah. Then from here, you go on to say umazibanga square root. Chili chonse fires a kankati zubanga under square root zubanga multiply. You can separate the chili chonse kind square root yake. Which means we can have the square root of 2 multiplied by the square root of 2 multiplied by the square root of 3. And then if you remember ngadi under the square root pali manamba awiri ofanana ali under square root obanga na multiply the result mangokhala number imene ingatimu nolaba we come out with 2 times root 3. And then from there umangopanga finalize the result yako ndi 2 root 3. Now you have simplified the square root of 12. No result yake model. We have another example. What is the other example saying? The other example is saying that simplify square root 128. Simplify square root 1. To simplify the square root of 128, I prefer the first by factors. From this number, ubeze perfect square, you multiply the number in again, and then that way manganga proceed downwards in the solution. For example, 120 we can find it from multiplying 64 multiplied by 2. Now in this case, to 64 in the perfect square, we can find this square root. You can come up with 64 was in the multiplication here 80 times 8 and then we have times 2. This one will pass up 128. And then from here in the square root I root 8 times root 8 times root 2. From there, root 8 times root 8 is 8 according to malamulo amasadzi. Ma square root number yao under them ndio fanana imangotuluka number yomwe. Or in simple terms, pomwe pa square root 64, the result yake is 8. And then 80 times the square root of 2, and then the result will be 8 root 2. It means you have simplified 1 to 8. Another example, you could simplify 0.05. 0.05. We're supposed to simplify surd 0.05. So I have surd 0.05. Now, to simplify this, now we have to express it in form of a fraction. Fraction here, if you do aggregate, I think that should be 5 over 100. 0.05 is the same as 5 over 100. You come up with a square or something like this, as 5 over 100, like that. Now you have expressed the decimal meaning as a fraction. Ugatelo ugobanga formula mulo ama manene out how do you work with my fraction when it comes to surds. There was already, you can separate that one into 2 uliba mwamba paka root 5 divided by root 100. And then you can see that root 5 over 100 can be made from root 10 multiplied by root 10. Or if you do a later, it will give you straightforward the square root of 100 and the 10, obviously. And the solution here is root 5 over 10. It means we have simplified that expression. And then what else do we have? Tilindi simplify cube root 1 to 8. Simplify cube root 1 to 8. Simplify cube root 1 to 8. Okay, I was supposed to simplify the cube root of 1 to 8. Okay, to simplify this, what are we going to do? To simplify this one, the tizabanga wega odinkati mo factors zake cube root of, if we simplify 128 as that was 64 times 2 ngati mene nabanga agale komano difference being utababa kwa doing with a cube root, and then apopo ndoti tibanga separate tindi cube root of 64 and times the cube root of 2. Side E, you can work out this is cube root of 4 to the power 3. I think that's 64. You can put it as 4 to the power 3 multiplied by the cube root of 2. And then above Tibisachito Maruza exponent 4. Okay, this is cancelled out of this and you come out answer and 4. Komano mathematically means mindela I want to 4 to the power 3. This one is the same as writing 4 to the power 3, then to the power, that should be 1 over 3, something like this. It works out 3 multiply by number, which means it will be 4 to the power 3 over 3, which is 4 to the power 1 times cube root of 2. And then the final result, it can follow cube root of 2. It means you have simplified that one. Yeah, at that point, my example simplification, I think that should be target book 3 done. Next, I'll try to check my examples arise and excel and succeed.